Alright, here's the solution to this. So we're looking at the function f of x equals 1/2 absolute value of x minus 3 plus 4. So I said, tell me everything you know. Well, you know that the vertex is 3, comma, positive 4. So positive 3, positive 4. Remember, this is backwards, this is normal, which means you could have also said we're going to move right 3, up 4. The 1/2 makes it wider, or it's going to go up 1 and over 2. So first thing we're going to do is move the axis or the vertex over 1, 2, 3, up 1, 2, 3, 4. Put a point. And the 1/2 again makes it wider, so it goes up by 1 over 2, up by 1 over 2, up by 1 over 2. And you should draw it with arrows. Moving down. Now this one you simply just have to cross multiply. I somehow don't have the p here. I don't know why, but we're going to solve for m. We're going to solve for p, and that's really odd. It's in the actual original, but it's not in here for some reason. So we're going to put this over 1. We're just going to cross multiply. So I get 3mn equals 2p. If I want to solve for p, I just divide by 2. So I get p equals 3mn over 2. Solution. Alright, so I want to evaluate this. So what you want to do is you want to make sure you just, everywhere you see an x, you're going to put a pair of parentheses. So really what I'm testing to see is if you can use your calculator. Plug this in here. So absolute value of, so I'm going to go to calculator, and I'm going to go into the absolute value, and then it's parentheses, -2. Get out of those. I don't know what the rest of it is. -3/4 plus 4. Minus control division 3 over 3 over. Let's try this again. Absolute value. Parentheses -2. -3/4 minus control division 3 over, let me get a 3 over 4 plus 4. You make sure that looks exactly right. It's going to be a decimal, but who cares? 2704. Now if you want the decimal equivalent to that, which is 2704 is fine. If you want the decimal equivalent, if you just end to the decimal point, let's say the decimal is 6.75. So it equals 6.75. Good enough for me. Alright, we're going to solve and graph. So I'm going to add this over and add this over. And then I'm going to bring this over here, which makes it positive 7. So it's 16 is less than or equal to 4x divided by 4 divided by 4. You get 4 is less than or equal to x. Now be careful with the graphing. It's a closed circle at 4, but this is really greater than, so we're going to go to the right. If you test it, put a number like 10 in. 10. Is 4 less than or equal to 10? It certainly is, so there's the right answer. Remember, with absolute values, we have to isolate the absolute value. So this 3 has to come over. So you get absolute value of 3x plus 5 equals x plus 3. All right, so now I can split it up. 3x plus 5 equals x plus 3, the normal one, and 3x plus 5 equals negative x plus 3. So this one just gives me, bring this x over, I get 2x. Bring the 5 over by subtracting it, I get negative 2. So this one gives me x equals negative 1. This one is 3x plus 5 equals negative x minus 3. If I bring this over, I get 4x equals, I bring the 5 over by subtracting, I get negative 8, so I get x equals negative 2. So my solutions are negative 1 and negative 2. I should switch their order. Alright, so we'll do the same thing. This one's all set, ready to go. So I do 2x minus 6 is equal to 3x plus 11, no change there. And then this one is 2x minus 6 equals, and I'm just going to distribute the negative right now, negative 3x minus 11. This one, I'm going to subtract the 2x, I get x equals, I'm going to bring the 11 over, it's negative 17. One answer. This one I'm going to bring this over, I get 5x. I'm going to add 6 to both sides, I get minus 5, so this one gives me x equals negative 1. Alright, so here's my function. F of x equals negative f of x plus 4 minus 2. This right here means it's going to flip upside down. This we're going left 4, down 2. And because this number is only a 1, means I'm going to hit the corners, or 45 degrees, hit all the corners of the boxes. So left 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, and down 2. Also know I'm coming down, and I'm hitting all the boxes, corners of boxes. I don't have to do much, just hit the corners of all the boxes. It's very difficult to do. That's it, done. Alright, so the first thing I'm going to do is g of 5. So g of 5 is equal to 2 times absolute value. 5 minus 3 minus 5. Well, that's just 2. So that's 2 times 2 minus 5, which is equal to negative 1. So now I want to do f of negative 1. Well, here's negative 1. And there's my value 2. So f of negative 1 is 2. So f of g of 5 is equal to 2. Alright, so first thing we're going to do is graph this, and then we're going to do domain arrange. So I don't have to tell you about it, but I know it's going to move to the right 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. It's going to go up 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. It's coming down, and it's going to hit all the corners of all the boxes. So the domain is negative infinity to positive infinity. And the range starts down here and goes up, right? So that's from negative infinity to, and the tallest it goes is 6. And bracket because it can equal 6. Alright, so we're going to have to put these in the calculator, which is going to be kind of a pain to do. Bring this calculator up. Alright, so let's see what I can get at home. Alright, I can get to them. Okay, so I'll hit the on, go into spreadsheet. And up here I'll put in X. Over here I'll put in Y. And then 1 through 10. 1, enter, 2, enter, 3, enter, 4, enter, 5, enter, 6, enter, 7, enter, 8, enter, 9, enter, 10, enter. Now I'm going to put 25, enter, 40, 53, 69, 85, 69, 85, 102, 110, 30, 48, 60. You should verify that they're right. Let's see, 10, 160, 9, 148, 8, 130, 7, 110, 6, 102, 5, 85, 4, 63, 3, 53, 2, 40, and 125. So we're good. Cursor's got it there, so we hit menu. Statistics, stat calculations, linear regression. I'm not sure if I had the right thing. Menu. Let's just do 4. Click on this, choose X, click on this, choose Y, click OK. Alright, so there's our linear regression equation. That's not what I got before. Okay, whatever. So hopefully, I think that's right. So M is 15.1273. 15.173. 1273. One, 2, 7, 3, and the B is look like 9. And the correlation coefficient is 0.9989. 0.9989. I didn't tell you what to round to on this one. That's weird. All right, so we're going to write the linear regression equation. Let's say to the hundreds. So y equals 15.13x plus 9. So we're going to round this to the hundreds. Let's say it's thousands. I don't even like this. I like this thousands. So this should be 127x. So if Kate has 13 people in her family, so we're going to do y equals 15.127 times 13 plus 9. And I do that on my calculator. I'm just going to do it on a regular calculator. 15.127 times 13 plus 205. So 205.651. Since this is money, 205.65. Of course, not taking into consideration tax. All right, this one's relatively straightforward. We got our vertex. It's going up, so we're going to do f of x equals x. Now it went to the right 1.75, so we're going to do minus 1.75. Did not go up, so we're not going to put plus or minus, but it is steeper by 3. Notice 1, 2, 3 over 1. So I've got to put a 3 out front. So this one right here, I got a negative 2 over 3x plus 4 less than 8. At this point, you should be thinking, I got a negative. I'm going to end up having to multiply or divide by a negative, which means I'm going to have to flip the sign, so don't forget. We're going to multiply everything through by 3. Negative 2x plus 12 less than 24. Subtract 12, subtract 12. Negative 2x is less than 12, or x divided by negative 2. X is greater than negative 6. Open our closed circle. All Alright, so this one, got a little bit of work to do on this one. Got an inequality, it's going to be ands or ors, we've got a negative out front, so there's a whole lot going on this one. So we're going to subtract 4. Subtract 4, I get negative 3, absolute value of 2x minus 6, less than or equal to 12, divide by negative 3. And I'm going to get absolute value of 2x minus 6 greater than or equal to negative 4. Now I can break it up into two problems. 2x minus 6 greater than or equal to negative 4. 2x minus 6 less than or equal to positive 4. So this is 2x greater than or equal to negative 2, or x is greater than or equal to 1, negative 1. Divide. Over here, I bring that over, I get 2x less than 10. X is less than or equal to 5. So if I do it on the number line, negative 1, 5. Interval notation, negative 1, 5. Bracket. And I did make a mistake there, so I'm going to fix it. Mistake-o-meter coming up. Hopefully you caught it. This was plus, so I got to add 6. Add 6. So this should be positive 6, and this should be positive 1. This should be positive 1. This should be positive 1. Sorry about that, kiddies. Moving on. Alright, so the lowest common denominator between 6, 12, 3, and 4 is 12. That's the smallest number they all go into. So this is my equation, 5x over 6, 5 6x plus 1, 12 equals 2 over 3x plus 3 fourths. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to multiply all of these by 12. It goes in there twice, gives me 10x. These just cancel, these mean 1. Goes in there 3 times, which means 6x plus goes in there 3 times. If I bring the 6x over, I get 4x. If I bring the 1 over, I get 8. 8x equals 2. So all I got to do is solve this equation for c. So my equation is w equals 1/2 c minus 3k. Oh, there you are, Miss Galante. No complaining about your calculator anymore. So I'll go back to red. First thing I'm going to do is get rid of that fraction by multiplying everything by 2. So I get 2w equals c minus 6k. Then I'm going to bring the 6k over, so I get 2w minus plus 6k equals c. Equals c. Well, there's the equation. So then all I have to do is figure out here's my thing. I just want to figure out how many calculator interactions did you have. So, that's weird. So, I meant to change this problem, but it doesn't really matter. So, calculator is equal to 2 times. She was told to put her phone away. Number of times she told her to put her phone away was 10. And she whined about the calculator 35 times. So, 2 times 35. Plus 6 times 10. So she had 70 plus 60, so she had 130 calculator interactions. I guess that would drive anybody crazy. Alright, so this one we're going to solve for a. So I'm going to multiply everything through by 3 first. So I get 3g equals, cancel, h squared plus 6 pi. Move this h squared over. 6p. So, I just got to figure out what the grade is. So, attitude is equal to 3 times your grade, 80%, minus homework grade of 10, 10 squared, all over 6 times 10. So this is equal to 240 minus 100 over 60, which is 140 over 60, which is 14 over 6, which turns out to be 7 over 3. All right, so I've got to put these in here. So 10, 0 through 80. Enter 10, enter 0, enter. I got all kinds of problems here, so I'll make it really listen to me. 1 through 80. 40, 45. $52.63. 78.86. 90.92. There's our equation. Finally. Oops. So we get m equals 0.7866. So round to the hundreds place, it's going to be 0.79. B is going to be equal to 40.0889. And at hundreds points, that's equal to 40.89. So I get y equals 0.79x plus 40.85. 75 minutes. So I'll plug 75 minutes in. So I get y equals 0.79 times 75 plus 40.85. And I get y equals 75 plus 40.85. Why do I have 40.85? That doesn't even make any sense. Jeez. Tired kids. Right. 40.0909. 09. So it's 99.34. So he would get a 99%. Should have studied for another couple minutes. If Mr. Neal gets a 74, so 74 equals 0.79 times x plus 40 point. I'm going to change this again here to fix this. 40.09. So subtract the 40.09. 70 minus 40.09 equals 33 point. So I get 33.91 equals 0.79x. Divide by 0.79, I get x equals 42.92. So round the answer to the nearest minute. He studied for 43 minutes. That's it.